Welcome. Happy release day a week later, but we are doing good. The fourth book, Stalking Around the Christmas Tree, My
Yay!
Demise. Julie, thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for doing this. I am elated to be here.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna hop in because there's a lot of people that want to say hi, and then I know that I have a game, a Christmas family feud, if you will, just a couple questions. And we might use that to maybe win a giveaway. I do want to preface the giveaway with I don't have the stuff, but I will. As soon as it'll be a book. There's two and Julie has donated them to you guys to give away tonight. They just haven't got to me yet. So you will get them. Just know that. And we'll talk about how you can exchange that and everything. So thank you for doing that. That's really awesome.
Of course. Of course. I wanted you to have a nice, pretty finished hardcover. I mean, you let me kill you and everything.
Exactly. I mean, hey, Kat, she says, good afternoon, everyone. I
Hey, hi,
just,
Kat.
Julie, I just got back from Ellie Alexander's Ashland Mystery Festival. It was the first time she ever did it. And Courtney from Cortagonist, who's another YouTuber over there, she was like, how'd you get someone to kill you in a book? And I think it was her. Somebody asked me, and I said, well, I said, first of all, I said, I just want to paint a little picture for you. Malice, 2 glasses of wine in. And I think it went something like, I want to die in a book. It's on my bucket list. And I think Julie said, I'm a writer. I can do that. Or something along that line. And that's how it was.
Just making dreams come true over.
I was gonna say because she harasses all the cozy mystery authors until somebody finally done it.
I really do.
Because
So
I know every interview you're always like, I really would like to be a victim.
yeah, 100%. And it couldn't have worked out better because the Christmas Tree Farm is one of my absolute favorites. So it couldn't have worked out
You
better.
know,
Oh my goodness. Hey Kat, she says good evening, everyone.
that.
Hi Kate. Kate's my mother-in-law, so be on your best behavior. Hi Kate. Hey Nikki, she says hello all. It's so good to see you. Hi Cajun. Cajun says hello. Danielle. Hi everyone. Melissa says hi everyone. Sonia says hello everyone. I hope you are having a wonderful week. Likewise. Hi Alicia. She says hello everyone. So flipping excited about this new book. I have it in my hot little hands, but putting off reading it until I decorate for Christmas. Kat, you are very disciplined.
I had a hard time waiting until October. I wanted to read it early.
Me too. Me too. But I know we were all going to read it together. And I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like, same. And we won't be discussing, there will be no spoilers, but I just want to say it is really good. Really,
Yay!
really good. Hey, Mother Goose says hello, Tiffany and everyone. First time attending a live interview. Well, welcome. We are glad you're here. If you have any questions, hey, Bev. She says hello, everyone. Kat says, me too. I have the ebook and audiobook, but waiting closer to the holidays.
Yay.
The audio version of this entire series is so good. I think the
Yeah.
first time I read it, because I reread them knowing that this book was coming out. I reread them with you guys. I mean, you had those read-alongs on your Cozy Queens, and I think the first two I had done originally in ebook, and maybe the last one in audio, but I did all of them in audio this time, and they are fantastic on audio. Your audiobook narrator is really good. And Cookie doing British accents as the narrator doing Cookie's British accents cracks me up.
She's really good. And she's the nicest person ever, too. I talked to her when I was getting ready to do the Bonnie and Clyde mysteries, and she's just a phenomenal human. So bonus points for that.
Yeah, no kidding, man. She is great. Kat says, at occasion, love it. I'm ready to decorate and read for Christmas. I'm like you, Mother Goose. I'm highly, I would have Christmas up all year round if, I
Oh,
mean,
only a few more days left of October, and then everybody goes into like Christmas mode anyway. So there's a good reason to read it in November, I guess.
yeah. Yeah. I just love it. Yeah. Hey, Regina. She
Hey,
says,
Regina was my winner this week. I've got a book for you, ma'am.
yes, she won the guessing of the
Right
new
here.
title. Have you guys all seen what the new title is? So book number 5 of the Christmas Tree Farm, and Julie put up a question about what do you think the new book is, and she gave several suggestions, and it landed. I keep mixing up the titles. It's something
Home.
mystery.
I'll be home for mischief.
I'll be home for mischief. I'll be home for mischief. And Regina was the winner. So congrats, Regina. Hey, Jennifer. She says hello, y'all. Hey, Dream. Dream says hi, everyone. Hello. Hi, y'all. Hello. Mother Goose, me too. I'm excited for the holiday reading. Oh, I love it every year. It's like I don't have enough time to fit all the Christmas in that I want. Hello. Hey, everybody. So excited to read the new book, Julie. Excellent. Reading Robbie. I love it. I like your profile too. That's funny. Hey, Jessica. Loving the headbands. Thank you. Happy birthday. I hope you had a great one. That's too funny. I'm excited to read this, but I have to wait till the season. The burden of being a mood reader. Boo.
We tried to get her to do it. I think she like fell off about the second one or whatever. She's like, I can't do it. It's not Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah. She did the first one. She turned her house down to a real cold temperature and did all these things.
Drinking her coffee out of a Santa mug.
Yeah. To convince herself to read the first one. That's hilarious. Christine Farm was the first cozy I ever read. I love this series. Oh, that's so awesome, Kat.
Thank you.
Oh, that is so awesome. I do make sure I take loads of Theodore pictures, though. Yes. Sonia has sent me a few pictures of her with goats, and I was like, this should be October's picture, in the Theodore calendars.
I need to work on the Theodore calendar.
Right. I told Julie Storm and I were Storm gave her some great suggestions, and I said, you could print something that says Theodore's not that kind of goat and slap it on anything, and you would have a great Etsy. It could be on a notebook, it could be on a mug, it could be on a t-shirt, anything. I would totally buy it. Theodore's not that kind of goat. And that's it. I love it. Oh my goodness. I still can't believe I won on Julie's Facebook page, and I plan to wait for Christmas, but it won't be easy. Oh, Regina, you have more control than I do. Congratulations. I plan to read it next.
Yay, thank you.
It helps that I'm not a mood reader or a seasonal reader. Or I'm a mood reader, but I'm not a seasonal reader. So, it's like Melmac trying to get in all of her Halloween ones.
Yeah.
He's a seasonal person.
Cajun said Sonia with an I, Sonia with an I. You're like Melmac is the seasonal reader. I just can't put off some series to wait for the season, but trying to with this one. I agree. I can't wait. Hey, Sue.
Sue.
Kat says, I'm not disciplined. I just read 12 Halloween books since September 15th. Stupid work gets in the way of doing all the reading I want. Right, Kat? Pesky job always getting in the way of my reading time. Feel you, Kat. Congrats. Yeah. I have read the series multiple times on audio. Nice, Jennifer. And if you have any questions, I agree. The narrator is fantastic. Yes. Hey, Yay, Christina! Says I reread part of all 3 books to prep for the newest one.
Yay.
And she just had number 2 come out in her Killer Chocolate series.
Yay, congrats.
That series is super, super fun. The sisters own a bookstore / coffee shop called Murder and Mayhem, and they make, because it's a murder mystery bookstore, they make poison chocolate. So it's like, here's your strychnine strawberry. Like, that is the coolest idea. But would you guys eat poison chocolate? I mean, you know they're not, but like, I don't know.
Well, how do I know they're not? It's cozy mystery.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I know. Fair enough. I'm also a binger, so I struggle. Yeah. 3 trees up and counting. Love it. You have 3 trees up already and counting. Christina, I love that. I read that first as like you read the first 3 books and you were ready for the 4th. And then I was like, I think you really mean Christmas trees. And I love that about you.
I don't put up a Christmas tree, but I think if I did, I'd like to put up the green one for the Grinch.
There you go. There you go. I have read the books multiple times and listened to the audiobooks. They are phenomenal. Jennifer, you're amazing. Oh, I almost forgot, because it was always has to be said when talking about this series. He's not that kind of goat, right? I'm serious, right? Exactly, Cajun. I can't wait to receive it. That is awesome. Congrats. Hello. Hi, Sarah. It's good to see you. Lindsay said, just popped in, drove home in a bunch of snow tonight. Glad to be cozy and watching now. Where do you live, Lindsay? We need to know.
Yeah, no, somebody commented on our Discord like they had 10 inches of snow or something like that.
Oh
they must be up north somewhere, but I'm like, ugh, keep it up there. I don't want it.
Cajun said, Sunday, I can't binge, which may or may not be why I've started an obscene number of series this year. I feel you.
Same.
Susan. He says, hi, friends. I read up to the 2nd, and the Halloween happened. So many books to read. LOL. I know.
Yeah, then it was the Halloween cozies or the fall cozies, so she couldn't do it anymore.
Lindsay said, I'm reading the first book right now, and I'm loving it.
Yay!
Yes. Well, Lindsay, when you get to the 4th one, please try to figure out who has killed me and avenge my death. I posted on Julie's Facebook page too. Nice.
Hey, thank you.
That is awesome. I have the audiobook, but I'm trying very hard to wait until at least November. We'll see if I can manage after listening to you guys tonight. She says, woohoo, there'll be a 5th book for sure. Happy dancing. Yes, there is going to be
There is.
Book.
I'm writing it now, so there's going to be a year delay. That's the down. That's like the bad news, is that I just couldn't get it written in time for it to get in the production line and come out next October. So it'll be October 25. But it's coming.
That is absolutely amazing. And I think that anybody who loves the series will wait any length of time.
Well, it's worth the wait. I mean, I remember like after the 2nd one, I didn't think there was going to be a 3rd one. And I got so excited whenever the 3rd one dropped. I was like, there's going to be one.
Yeah, there was a big drop. I didn't think there was going to be a 3rd one either. But readers contacted them. Readers brought this back after book 2.
I know you'd said that, and I'm just saying, like, now we know, because so many series that I love, like, are stopping so early on, like at 2, like at 3, and I'm like,
we need to get onto the who is it? Is it Berkeley that has the Vicky Delaney one that like stopped at 2? And
I know the Catskills.
Yeah,
Hey, Kevin.
I love that one. It was like had that perfect dirty dancing feel, and
it was absolutely amazing. I'm sorry. Okay. Christina said, goats and cozies, 100%. Yes, exactly. Yes. And no matter what you think, Theodore is not that kind of goat. And he has a calendar. It's amazing. It's absolutely
And the
amazing.
fact that Ray likes to make the calendar cracks me up too, because he's like,
Oh my gosh. In this one they were like, what were they? Oh, was he really wearing all of those things or something like that? And it was just, oh gosh. Ray was like, yeah, I mean, he enjoys it. It's just so funny. I absolutely love it. I did binge the entire Seaside Cafe series, even the holiday ones, as I pat myself on the back. LOL.
Thank you for that.
I still have 3 of those to go. I told myself I was going to read that this year, and I've got 3 left to go.
That is so many people's favorite series.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Seaside Cafe. So many people that I know absolutely love that series. Jennifer said, Julie, do you do anything to put you in the mood for writing seasonal books? Great question.
Not necessarily. I just sort of dive in, but I will say I get so involved that it's very like shocking, I guess is the right word, when I'm okay, my alarm's gone off on my phone, I have to quit writing, I've got to go pick up a kid, and then I get up and maybe I've got shorts on, or maybe it's not until I pull out of the driveway and it's like it's not the dead of winter, there's not 2 feet of snow. So that's jarring. That's the
Yeah.
good word for it. It's very jarring. I get very into it, but I usually don't have to do much. Put a little
Nice.
music on, maybe some cocoa,
Ooh, that's perfect though.
little cinnamon candle. Yeah, it doesn't take much and I'm all in.
That is awesome. Now, when will you start decorating for Christmas?
Typically, I decorate for Christmas the week of Thanksgiving because I usually host at my house and I really like everything to be all holidayed up when guests come.
Yeah.
So,
Gotcha. Awesome. I can see Julia's wearing antlers, but the pic on my phone is so small. I can't tell what you're wearing, TJ. It's like this Christmas like blingy thing.
It looks like a little springy
It is.
Christmas
I
tree,
love it. I love it.
or a Santa
It
hat.
is. I have a ton of other ones, but this one's like, even though it's Christmas, it's not like Santa. It's not like, so I'm like, okay, this one is perfect for before the holiday. I'm fairly new to Cozy, so I'll be starting at the beginning of this series. Oh, you are in for it. Oh, Mother Goose, that's so exciting. That's so exciting. If you do audio at all, I would suggest you listen to the series on audio. If it's chocolate, I mean it. Lose, like, I don't care if it's poison, just give it to me. It's cool. It's cool. How much can really be in it? Sarah said, my tree is going up November 1st. I like the way you think. I like the way you think. Hey, Deborah. She says, hello. Finally here. Love this series. So happy for this new book. Deborah Sennefelder has some great series, y'all. Make sure you're checking her out. She is absolutely fantastic. Thank you for saying hello. Julie, you do such an amazing job with the suspense in your story. Sometimes I have to fast forward the story. LOL, you make my heart pound. We always joke that your suspense writing comes out.
Your romantic suspense.
Yeah. We're always like, oh, her romantic suspense is showing.
Yeah, I have been told that to tone down the humor in the romantic suspense and then to go a little easier on the suspense in my cozies. So
I think the
sorry.
first one of the Christmas Tree Farm was that the like ending scene was very like intense, and I thought that the other ones like were but I was like, oh, it's so funny. We always make the joke, we're like, her romantic suspense. Oh
yeah, I think
I like romantic suspense, but I like it in the cozy, so it's fine.
What'd you say, Storm? I'm sorry.
I said I like romantic suspense, so I like it in the cozy suspense.
Yeah. I like it. It is like really intense, and I get so like, yeah, y'all know me.
We all know you. You can't even do anything but Charlie Brown, like pumpkin.
Yeah,
which is great pumpkin Charlie Brown for Halloween.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is my level of snow.
She always ask me to like give her a recommendation for something like not real spooky, and I'm like, I don't know.
I know. I'm like, what chapter books can you think of? Like chapter books, like when you first start reading chapter books. Lots of snow. In fact, wow. Christina said,
not ready.
inches of snow too.
Yeah, I'm not ready.
That is bad news. I'm not a fan.
No. Next week here, because it's raining all week this week, we have one day that's like the highest PA and the lowest 29, and I'm like, no, I'm not ready. Not ready.
Oof,
Yeah, no, I'm not ready.
I don't blame you. I'm way jealous of
Not
all
yet.
the snow. We're 80 degrees plus. Sonia wants the snow.
And Sonia can keep it. She's above me in Missouri. She can keep it.
True. Sharon said, just starting book 1 this week. That is amazing. I'm in upstate New York, 75 degrees tomorrow and snow on Halloween. Wow, that is a shift. Book 5. Yes. October 2025. I already cannot wait. I am so excited.
Can we just like speed through 2024 and get to
Dream says, I've only read the first book so far, but I absolutely loved it.
Thank you.
Danielle, I'm so ready for snow and Christmas decorations. It's coming, it sounds like. Right? The power of readers. I know.
Yeah.
So we all need to band together anytime we have a
Yeah. Start a petition. Knock on the publisher's website door.
And which publisher was it?
This is Crooked Lane Books.
Crooked Lane. That is incredible because there are a bunch of series, but I knew you'd said that, and I think that is amazing. This is one I was so excited. But there are several series that like authors have brought back even 4 or 5 years later, like self-publishing, that I'm like, oh my gosh, they're bringing back, and I'm so excited. Even that far in between, I'll read the last one to get caught up, and I am there for it because if you love a series, it won't matter. True. I'll wait for the next one. Can hardly wait, though. Yes, readers, raise your voices. Exactly. Hey, gamer. I've read and loved the first one so far, and I'm really looking forward to reading books 3 and 4.
Thank you.
Joy, you should do a counter with the animals from all of your series, like from the T series and Theodore, and
could do a Christmas one so they can all have little Santa hats on.
Oh, that's so smart. That's so
Bonnie
cute.
and Clyde. Like you could do a couple months for each book, for each series.
That's so cute.
Cajun, I love it. I do too. I wish your Cider Shop series was still continuing.
Yeah, that was a rough loss.
Too.
I'll blame the pandemic.
Yeah.
It split up my book 2 and 3 by about 16 months, and I think that just affected sales. And at that point in the world, they were just like, eh.
Right. I think everybody was feeling that way, just in general. Yeah.
Let's just start over, start fresh, start something new.
Well, and that has me like, I know I get caught up on a series, but it like the last one was like 2020 or 2021. And I'm like, do I say it's ended or do I wait and see what happens? Because maybe they got cut off or blocked or something and it's taken them a while to get back going again. So it's like,
yeah, and that's a good point is when I do videos, I'm like, I am not sure if a series is over because now you never know, especially with people bringing back, series and different things. I'm like, you never know.
I really like it when I go to Goodreads and I look up like the newest one that's coming out and it says the finale in a book because it's like, at least I know it's finished.
True.
I'm caught up. I don't know if I'm finished, but I'm caught up.
Says me too at Regina, Bonnie and Clyde too. And Bonnie and Clyde, I think all of those, I think that's the series, are all available on Audible Plus. So
yeah.
Everybody go check those out.
Yay.
I loved the first one, and I have it on my list of series to continue next year. Because I started, I don't even want to tell you how many series I started this year. We won't talk about it. We're here to talk about the Christmas tree.
At the end of the year, you'll see how many series I started. So don't worry, it was a lot. Yeah.
But I'm excited to continue because that series is absolutely hilarious. So if you have Audible Plus, there you go. Nikki says this was the perfect discussion. My daughter called and wanted to set our Christmas date and looking at the Christmas lights with the grandkids. Oh, I love that, Nikki. That is awesome. That is awesome. Yes, I'm all about the audio. I have a gingerbread house collection and it comes out in November. Cute. My trees all go up when the last foot of the trick-or-treaters leaves my porch. Yes, trees, plural, as in all 6. If you don't know me, I'm kind of extra. No.
Couldn't
Sonia.
tell that because of the fall decorations you had in your house.
No.
And I'm like this is as good as it gets right here. I got a pumpkin. That's my decoration.
Oh, Sonia's decorating for fall was absolutely incredible. I love your writing and humor and suspense are great. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Yeah, buddy. Okay. I miss this cider shop. It is really good. Such a good series. I'm starting to listen to book 1. Excellent. Julie, when you know you wanted to be a writer, how did you start writing books and what was your process in getting published?
I didn't know I wanted to be a writer until I was maybe 33, I guess.
Oh, wow.
I was trying to homeschool a kindergartner. I was trying to potty train a reluctant toddler, and I was up around the clock with a nursing newborn. And I came across that movie, Twilight, the first movie. And it was the first night I was so invested in this teenage vampire romance that the nursing went really quickly. And she was asleep, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. Then I found out that it was a series of books, and I hadn't read books for fun in years. I had fallen down the rabbit hole of self-help books, which just made me feel bad because I could never live up to all of the advice. And I read all of those books. And right when I was in the middle of reading them, I think the last one was still coming out. Oprah had the author on in an interview. So I tuned in to watch, and the author said, oh, I'm not really an author. I'm just a stay-at-home mother of 3. And I just had an idea and I wrote it down. And I thought, I am a stay-at-home mother of 3. I used to have ideas, and that was kind of it. I
I
opened
used to
Google and
have
I typed,
ideas. Well,
I used to have ideas. Now I'm just zombieing around the house trying to sleep and use the bathroom by myself. But I Googled, how do you write a book? And I found just this absolute global community of people also trying to write a book. And I've just been doing that ever since.
did you start? And I know we probably asked you because Julie's been on the channel a couple times, and so some of these questions I might be asking you, but I'm just thinking about it right in the moment off of Lindsay's question. Did you start with the romantic suspense?
I
Or
started trying to write things like Twilight because that's kind of what had got me into it. And I got an agent who was kind of as new at being an agent as I was at being a writer. I mean, she was a little more experienced than me, but still a good analogy. And I wrote several young adult books, and they were published through the digital first side of traditional publishers. So they weren't really marketed. It could be that the books weren't great. It could have been the marketing. Whatever it was, I got better as a writer, I think. As each book came out, I got more experience, but they just weren't selling. And I was trying to figure out how to get my career to take off. And someone said to me, your writing's really good. And if you're not writing sex or extreme violence or a lot of language, have you thought about cozy mysteries? And I didn't know what they were. So I just went to NetGalley and started downloading everything that was a cozy mystery and just voraciously reading it, and I fell in love with Gemma Halliday at the time. Had Spying in High Heels was a newish series, and I couldn't get enough of those. I really liked Stephanie Plum books. I know those are not cozies, but similar, kind of this amateur sleuth that bumbled around and made the best of it and made me laugh. And then that was it. So the Kitty Couture books were my first published cozy mysteries. I did amateur sleuth before that. I have like Patience Price books, and I have a series of Geek Girl mysteries.
Yeah.
They're not quite cozy, but I was learning. I was getting closer.
Yeah. Oh, that is awesome. So earlier, before we went on, Storm and I were asking if you were would think about doing a novella, and in between, because you have so much time, and you were saying that, a lot of that is really controlled because of the type of series that this is. And since Storm says I'm always floating out certain things, and I do always float out this very question, including probably every time you've been on. But you could also do a novella. I'm just saying, just marinate on the idea of doing a novella and taking the group to Holiday World, because it's a Christmas amusement park. I'm just saying, in Santa Claus, Indiana, Holiday World, they could go.
I don't know about how I'm writing this down. I don't know. Is this real? Are you
Yes!
making this up? No, it's real.
Holiday World in Santa Claus, Indiana.
That's not even, I'm in Ohio. That's probably not even far from me.
She's like,
it's
road trip research.
right next door. Yeah.
Yeah. It's in Santa Claus, Indiana.
I have a question. Since you are with the publisher with this series, can you not write the novellas and self-publish them, or do they have to be through the publisher?
Yeah, I can't do anything with this world and these characters on my own. But that's not to say they wouldn't be maybe interested in something like that. So it's something definitely to talk to them about, especially since we won't get a new book next year.
Yeah, like a Christmas in July.
Because I don't think the publishers typically publish novellas. Like, they're interested in books that they can print, but they might want to fund me to do a little something, just to keep readers engaged in the series while we wait for the next the book I'm writing now to come out the following year.
Okay, I can just see everybody now is going to go to Crooked Lane and they're like,
right?
This might be something I need to mention.
24.
I need to talk to my editor. Yeah, that might be something they would. I mean, it's worth asking.
100%. Yes. This is one of my favorite Christmas series. Do you have a preference in writing holiday or year-round series? Good question.
No, I do not have a preference. I really I get involved in each little world for what it is. And so, yeah, I guess I always make a Christmas mystery. Now that I'm thinking, even there was snow at the beach for my I think I always have a Christmas episode. The challenging thing with this series is that a whole year goes by. And so I have to remember, like, a lot of time has elapsed. So, they didn't just get engaged 3 months ago or however long in between a usual cozy series, like a whole year. So much can happen in a year. So.
Yeah. I was thinking about that in this book, but I won't. Yeah, I agree. As an avid journaler, I'm curious to know if you keep a journal or a writer's notebook. Oh, okay, writers. I was going to say, I hope this question isn't for me because I keep Goodreads and barely do that. So I'm out.
I do. I journal. I don't know, it helps me process everything. But as far as like a writer's notebook, I don't, and I should, because I've been called out on details like Sheriff Evan Gray has green eyes, not gray eyes, or, because maybe I'm writing another series at the same time and the detective in that series has gray eyes. So it would have behooved me to start a Bible in book one.
I was going to ask if you had like note cards or something that you had on.
No, it would be too daunting to go back over multiple books and try to think of all the things. I should have started with book one, but I've never done it for any series. So
I think that like authors should do like a Pinterest board of like the stuff that they think about during their like books or their series, and then they could share it with the readers because readers would love that. Like, this is who I was picturing, and as this character, or this is what the inside
if it
of the
was a
cookie
movie,
shop
this is what I
gingerbread
would
looks
like.
to me, or whatever else, because I would love if authors shared that sort of thing. I think that would be really cool. And then authors always have a way of remembering all those things that they need in the series, so they're
I should have. I have a lot. I have Pinterest boards. Like, I'm on my phone now looking because I'm thinking, do I have Pinterest boards? I bet I haven't done Pinterest boards for my series in a while since it was a little newer. But like,
yeah.
oh, I have a Bonnie and Clyde board. It's got 176 pins.
Oh, see, yeah.
But I don't know who else. The Geek Girl Mysteries. I have one. This is interesting. I'm sure there's one for Seaside, but I don't think I ever did one for this series. Probably because in the beginning, I wasn't really supposed to talk about, there's Patience Price. I wasn't really supposed to talk about it being me because it was a writer for hire. It was a little bit different situation. But then after a while, I think after I'd written a couple books, the voice was, I mean, the voice becomes unique enough that I think readers would know if I just swapped myself out for another writer. Or
Yeah.
I guess the publisher would do that, not me.
Yeah. And I know that, like, when you found out about book 3 or something, you thought that they were going to tell you you'd done something wrong or something like that. I remember you
That
telling that story, like they invited you to go to dinner or drinks or something,
dinner,
and you were
we
like,
were in Dallas. It was the BoucherCon, the World Mystery Convention. It was in Dallas that year. And I got invited to go to dinner with Matt Martz, who's the head of the publishing house. And I was thinking, dude, I see you every year at this convention and we don't have dinner. What have I done? So much trouble.
I'm
I,
always
I,
getting into trouble, and this time I've taken it over the line.
right? I overshare. And in my Cozy Queen group, my newsletter, I tell everybody everything. And I thought, well, he's going to tell me, stop it. You're telling. But no, he said my readers wanted more. That made
What
me
a
happy.
what a phenomenal dinner. What an
Yeah.
amazing thing to hear after all that. Julie, do you use people in your life to shape your character, or are they all in your imagination?
So they are pretty much in my imagination. I borrow names a lot. Names are really difficult for me. Like picking. When I named Sheriff Evan Gray, I just was frustrated and just named the first name that came to mind and figured I'll change it later. And then I just never did. Same thing with Grady Hayes in the Seaside. I just am like, okay, this is taking too much time. I don't have all this time to think about one name. So I'll just write a name down and move on. Or I look out my window and I name after people that are walking by, like I know from town. I pick names out of my reader group. I'm tired of thinking about names. Everybody's mama worked real hard to pick a perfect name. Who am I to mess with that?
Exactly.
I think it
Well,
would be hard to come up with names.
it would be.
Yes, and there's a lot of names in every single book.
Right. And it was really funny that in the first book, Holly calls Evan Sheriff or Sheriff Gray, maybe, like through the entire thing. And then he says something like, "Why do you always call me Sheriff Gray?" And she's so innocently is like, "That's your name." It's like when you ask a little kid what your mommy's name is, and they're like, "Mommy," like, duh, you know what I mean? That's how she responds. She's like, "It's your name." The entire book, like it's like the last couple lines or something. I thought that was really funny. Julie, do you have any favorite Christmas books that you love to read during the holidays?
So this is good. It always sounds so weird. I realize now it's not a very Christmassy book, but back in college, I started reading Wuthering Heights every Christmas. I thought it was so like, I don't know if I thought it was romantic or what, but now, 40 something me is like, this is about heinous, spoiled brat people that are just awful to each other. But I still read it every year. And I can't pass a copy up without buying it. If I don't have that cover at home, like I'm starting, I have a collection. Wuthering Heights, go figure. That's the book that spoke to me as a young person. I don't know what that says about me. It's no wonder I grew up to write murder.
To further to Mother Goose's question, do you keep a series Bible for each series?
No, I wish I would have. I need to be a responsible writer and start doing that. Um, but I don't. I'm a dedicated outliner and I use my outlines to find things. So I put all the details in there and I usually can just go back to the first outline of a series because that's when most of the key things are set up and just do the seek and find, look for a word and find the details. But a Bible would have been way smarter.
Wondering what kind of research you do for your books.
So for this series, not a lot. For other series, I visit. I try to go on location. I feel like if I was an actress, I'd be a method actress. Like I want to know what does it smell like there? And what do people say to each other? Like I want to people watch and what does the air feel like on my skin? Like I like to go and be there and eat it, ask the people that are working behind counters, where do you eat? Not chain, like I want to know. But I've never been to New England. So as I describe it, it's really those descriptions are what I got from watching a lot of YouTube travel videos and Ohio Christmas tree farms and my love of cookies.
Well,
and
and
games.
in that series, like you just turn everything Christmassy, like you know what I
Everything's
mean. Spring
snowy,
Christmas on it,
Christmassy.
and you are good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's. I really wish Mistletoe, Maine was like a real place.
No, but I'm delighted that Santa Claus, Indiana exists. And
Yeah,
how did I not know this?
yeah. Holiday World. I'm just
I'm so
saying. It's it practically writes itself, y'all.
loved. I'm
Uh,
so happy.
I still think Halloween at the mistletoe place would be good too.
that would be good too. Like
Yeah, what do they do at that big
the
farm all year, right?
Well, because
farm,
that's what I was like. I said they got the inn now, so evidently, I mean, they have to have people like stay at other times.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
I thought a haunted sleigh ride, or
I would go on a
pumpkin
haunted
patch
sleigh ride.
or like a pumpkin thing or
a pumpkin carving contest, and bobbing for apples, and all kinds of good stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
You do caramel apple decorating instead of gingerbread. Get your
I love that.
put your little stuff on, make faces.
That's a great idea. They can have a costume contest. They
Yeah.
can, Theodore's the judge, of course. I know he's not that kind of goat, but we'll just
Well, Theodore will have the best costume, so
it's true. It's true. He's so handsome. It's true. It's true. Curious about your writing routines.
Well, until this year, I would get up, I would get the kids to school, and I would sit down and I would write. And sometimes I would write even before I took them to school. Like I would get up and I would write. I would write all day long while they were at school and into the night afterward. But I got burnout in December. In hindsight, I don't know how I didn't get burnout sooner, but from December of last year until this month, I don't know, maybe sometime in the summer is more accurate. I just couldn't concentrate to write. And so I might write a paragraph or a page. Like it was very, very slow going. But by August, I started feeling like me. Like I felt peppy again. I could think again. I was daydreaming about ideas again. And so now I'm trying to write as much as I can and make up for lost time because this book that I'm writing now is due at the end of the year, and the end of the year is coming for me. But my oldest son goes to a special STEM school in the next county, and it's about a 25 minutes each way. He does not have his license. He's working on it. I think maybe next month he might be able to get his license. But until then, I'm driving him on this wacky senior schedule, which is different every day. And one day a week, I just sit in the lot for an hour while he has one class because there's not enough time to go home and come back. So
Oh,
writing
no.
this school year has been tough. I don't know,
Yeah,
but it's getting
that's
done. I mean, magic. It's the magic of Christmas. This book is still getting like it's plugging along. I don't know how, but when I open the manuscript, there's more words every day. So
there you go.
just
It's just
don't
Christmas
question it.
magic.
It's just
Christmas magic, which by the way, we have to do because there were so many comments, which I'm loving and I'm gonna get to. I want to do 2 Christmas family feuds because that's how we'll do the book giveaway. So Julie, if you weren't here when we first started, she has donated 2 Christmas Tree Farm books. I want you to know I don't have them yet. It's a mail thing. When I get them, as soon as I get them, I'll get them out to you. So,
yeah, I'm slacking. I
no,
gotta.
It was a male thing. You should have said.
It's
It's okay. By the time they get them, they'll be in the mood for Christmas. It'll be,
yes.
It'll just be closer to Christmas.
Yeah,
Good point.
like,
Okay, so Christmas family feud. Don't make fun of the questions. It was on the fly. I was trying to think of a reindeer game that could be, Okay, so 100 people said, "What is something given around the holidays that could be homemade?" That you would give somebody that could be homemade.
just because of Sarah, I'm gonna say socks.
Oh, are we answering? Do I answer?
You guys can answer, but I'm going to do the for the books
Because they're winning. Say cookies.
There's lots of those in there.
And if we think that it's not fair, we'll just do a number generator too. I can do that too. But
there's quite a few cookies, so if that's the big one, you'll have to do.
Okay. So I will say that Kat wins the book because the number one answer is cookies. Is cookies. But now, Storm and Julie, what do you guys think another one of the top answers was?
Of stuff that you make?
Made, given to each other around the holidays.
Ornaments.
Good answer. What do you think, Storm?
It was in socks.
Oh, did you say socks?
Yeah. That's what I said the first time because I said Sarah's always making socks. So
Sarah is always making socks. So socks are on the list, but but sweaters, scarves, and almost everything else that you could knit are on the list. However, ornaments are on the list. So sweater is the number 2 answer. Cake/pie is number 3. A scarf is number 4.
Okay.
A quilt, an ornament, and then the last 2 answers is fudge and jams or preserves. And
that sounds wonderful.
There's something you can wear.
Fruitcake wasn't on the list.
Fruitcake.
I was really surprised that fruitcake was not on the list. Okay.
Because nobody wants a fruitcake.
Okay, I'm going to skip the next one because I think it's too hard. Oh, maybe that one will be good to do because it won't be as like everybody writing down an answer all at once. So we will do the hard one just because of that. Okay. So question 2, name a present that is difficult to wrap. Name a present that is difficult to wrap.
Anything that's not square.
Right? For me, that's anything. Like if you ain't getting it in a bag, you're not getting it from me. Like Julie's giving lots of answers up there.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. I do you guys wrap? I do all of my stuff in gift bags because I am the most terrible wrapper. My husband's great at it, but not.
My dad gets his presents in the Walmart bag it came in or whatever. It's like here
It's
you go.
efficient.
I do put them in gift bags, but that's about my extent. And now, like in the last couple of years, they have all those boxes that look like they're wrapped, and I'm like, okay, that's my cup of tea because I look like a first grader wrap my present.
Yeah, I'm not a good rapper. I watch people rap, and it's like I don't see how you do that. And they make it look so pretty and like professional rappers. I'm like, whatever.
Okay, I am going up. I saw a bunch of hands, and I'm going up to the top. And Dream, you win. Kat piped in first with bike, but Kat won the first time. Kat, you are great at this game. You're amazing at this game. Dream, number one answer is bike. Difficult to rap is bike.
I could see that.
What do y'all think is also on the list? Anything
Basketball
else?
or football, or, those
Okay.
are harder, I would think.
What do you think, Julie?
Car.
Hard.
So number two is pet.
I guess, yeah, that would be,
I'm actually surprised after I didn't ever think of it. But
I
how is that not number one after it was on here?
I just never thought I'd try to wrap a pet because you usually just
wrap our pet.
Yeah,
put a bow on them and say, "Here you go."
I thought that I laughed for when I first read this on my own. I laughed for like 5 minutes because I thought I didn't think of a pet, and so when I did, I was like, "How is that not number one, people?"
Hold still. Goodness.
Number three is football. Good job, Storm. Number four is stuffed animal.
Yeah, I could see that.
That one I didn't think would be as hard, but I don't.
Except I think if I had depending on the stuffed animal, I would probably have stuffed it in a box, and then I could.
I would put it in a box for A plant is the next one.
Yeah.
A plant. Let's all agree not to wrap live things this year. Pets, plants.
I mean, unless I really, really love a plant, I just don't see that as a present that I want from somebody.
And the last one was an instrument. I saw somebody say piano. Yeah. So Cajun said piano. So nicely done, Cajun. So Kat and Dream, you are both winning copies of Stalking Around the Christmas Tree. Congratulations.
So what's your hard one?
What'd you say?
Was that the hard one, or what was your?
That was the hard one. The next one is name a cartoon character associated with Christmas. What do you guys think the number one answer is? I think this one's pretty.
Grinch. The Grinch.
What do you think?
Oh, okay. Grinch
is number two.
I would have thought Rudolph.
Rudolph is number one. Grinch is number two. Frosty the Snowman at number three. Charlie Brown, my favorite, at number four. Mickey Mouse at number five. Snoopy is the next one. And there was one vote, for Little Drummer Boy. One vote for Little Drummer Boy. I didn't even think of him.
Yeah, I don't. There is a cartoon, but I wouldn't.
Yeah. So I found these on I think it ended up being like a teacher website. So if you guys are looking for like fun little Christmas games, I had to find something we could do online, and we did Would You Rather the last time Julie was here, Christmas version of Would You Rather. So I was like, okay, what can I do this time? So if y'all are looking for something, I found it. That's where I found it. I'm going to pop back up here. I know there were still some questions, and then we'll wrap up because I don't want to keep everybody too long. I do have to read. Cajun said, "I adore the Kitty Couture series." Yeah.
Thank you.
And the Kitty Couture series, y'all, it's like a pet boutique.
Yeah, that was the first series I ever read by you.
It's too funny. It's really got a lot of humor, and I like it a lot.
I adore them. I miss that the heroine, like, and her mom, all the time. I even wrote them into book 3 of my Cider Shop series because I just missed them. I don't know if I'm really allowed to do that cross publishers, but I needed it in my heart and soul. I needed to see them and know they were doing
that too. I like those little like
Easter eggs for my readers.
Wait, these are the people from.
I like when authors do that, or when they're talking about like what they're reading, and they'll throw in like
The
names
book.
of
Yeah.
their books or their, or whatever. I like that. And probably your publisher won't know, it would just be
They'll
another
know.
name
They
to
will
them,
know. Probably.
but the readers would definitely know. Yes,
And
petition for Novella at Holiday World. Yes. Yes. I feel it. Occasion I feel it. They might do a novella compilation, like Kensington did this year with novellas from 3 authors around a similar theme.
Yeah.
That's
that's
cute.
cute.
Like an anthology of Christmas books, like short stories.
Well, it's
They
like
do
those
this
ones
a
that like
lot.
Leslie Myers or
Yep.
whatever do. They always have
Barbara,
3 authors and 3 different novellas.
yeah, Barbara Ross and Leslie Meyer and Lee Hollis, I think, had one together. There's little like anthologies. Hey, Lori. She says hello. A little late, but just got to my hotel. It's so good to see ya. Thanks for stopping in. It's so good to see ya. I loved in book 3 how Cookie was reading book 2. Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I entertain myself.
And try to throw in love interest. So if you were at the first, so Julie was here for when we read the first book, and she said that she threw in Ray to begin with, not threw in Ray, but she, to amuse herself, well, I'll let her tell the story, but it worked because I was like, here we go.
I think she did it to bug us.
Right?
It did. It's shameful. I noticed, okay, so I wrote book 1 when I had just finished writing book 3 of the Kitty Couture books. And the reviewers were getting very huffy because they smelled a, what's it called?
Love
Triangle. They smelled a love triangle, right? So, so I intentionally had Ray be really interested in Holly without saying he was interested romantically in Holly, because I was like, I'm going to stir the pot. Let him get all upset and think I'm introducing a love triangle, but I wasn't. I was being silly, entertaining
and I love
myself.
that. I fell for it. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, no, it's like, no,
Another author doing a love triangle. I read my reviews, and if I find multiple people making the same complaint, I change my plan because I write for you, like if you don't like my stuff, I'm out of a job. So I read the reviews. They say don't read them. I try not to take offense to them because it's subjective. But if I notice a pattern, like I fix it if I can.
Yeah. I think that's hilarious though. Pinterest board would be fun, right? I love it, Nikki. I think then we could see it and like see what the author is picturing as, the people or the places or anything, I think that would be really fun. You could do contests where people like helped you like create a part of it through like Pinterest or something. I would totally notate books for an author and create a yeah. I don't know about how fun it would be, but I'm glad you think it would be fun.
That's organized person fun.
I was gonna say some people like that kind of.
But
yeah.
Tanya does book journals because I know a lot of people are asking, and she does like intricate, really,
she like draws
really
in hers,
cool,
makes like
yes, amazing book journals.
Nice.
So, I mean, she might think that
she makes me want a journal because I really like the way hers are, but I know I'll start off on January 1st, and then by February, it's already been lost.
Yeah. If you guys were Friends fans, there's an episode of Friends where Monica is making fun of Rachel for her New Year's resolutions. And she's like, Rachel got a diary and her New Year's resolution was to write in it. And here it is. And it says, Dear diary, I just got you. I'm going to write in you every day. And then she flips it and she's like, empty. Because she did it like one time. That would be me.
Yeah.
Totally guilty. That would be me. I'm surprised you don't have a book Bible considering how much detailed your outlines are.
No, I do really detailed outlines.
But that kind of makes
in itself is kind of like a Bible, a book Bible. You have everything you need there.
Yeah. Yay, Grady.
Character.
I did the same thing with the suicide. I brought Wyatt back so people would say. She's
Yes. I was like, oh, I don't like this.
Lee said, yeah, considering there's not one likable character in World
That's so funny, but I've been doing it 24 years, so I just keep doing it. But it does make me wonder about who I was.
I need to read Wuthering Nights. I haven't done it.
Cookie research is right up my alley for sure, right? Now that's the kind I would stick with.
Yeah.
Not the Colonel, but yeah.
Actually, I would rather be a cookie taste tester than the research.
I think that's part of the research.
But I don't like the baking part, so I want somebody else to bake it for me.
Fair enough. What makes the sleigh ride haunted? So, just so I don't know if you're like, I just want to make sure that we clarify. The sleigh ride in the Christmas Tree Farm series is not haunted. Storm was giving a suggestion to do a novella that took place at Halloween, and she said you could do like haunted sleigh rides. So in the series,
and I would, because there's the scaredy cats out there, it can't be too bad. But like,
exactly,
they could like listen to like spooky music as they're going through, and have like a little ghost float across or something. That wouldn't be too bad. Have like the yellow or orange and white lights through the hill or whatever, just kind of make it like Halloween.
Yeah, that's as far as it goes with the spookiness.
Because Tiffany couldn't handle it anything else. So.
Also go visit Bronner's in Frankenmuth, Michigan. It's the world's largest Christmas store. If you want to get the Christmas spirit, it is there. It's the size of 4 football.
Wow.
Now that
like,
I will
have
to write down in my notes. I'm just taking notes for myself because I want to go now.
And she's like, everybody, we're going on a vacation, and it's going to be in Frankenmuth.
Right? I don't know if there's anything else there. There might not even be a post office, but there's a Christmas store there the size of my head. So there you go. This series brought Christmas back to me. Wow, what a lovely statement. A lot of losses made celebrating the holidays really hard for years. But then I met Holly in the game. They broke me out of the Christmas funk.
Oh, thank you so much for saying that. I'm so glad.
Oh, that is so sweet, Cav.
Yes.
And the Cider Shop did the same for me. Y'all, if you haven't read the Cider Shop series, I highly recommend it. It's written under as Julia and Lindsay. So good.
I remember when Mitzi found it, and then we told her there were only 3, and she was like, "No."
Yeah, she was. There were a lot of good guesses for things to give in homemade. I saw candy, cookies, of course, gingerbread, ties, socks. Bev said socks. Lou said socks. Wreaths. Oh, that's a good one. Scarf. Buckeyes. That's the chocolate and peanut butter. Christmas red velvet whoopie pies. I don't know what these magical things are, but I need them in my life.
But somebody needs to give me some for Christmas.
Holy moly. That sounds delicious. Do you make these? Let us know. I like to get jams and jellies. Oh, that's a great gift.
Really
remember,
good gift.
Bestie, remember right here. No. April said, I'm just kidding. Sonia. April said cookies, but my sock usually included chocolate. Oh, inside. Gotcha. Books. Well, now I want fudge. I'm sorry, Lou. It's almost the season. So just a little bit. Somebody said, I love Buckeyes. So for wrapping, people said bikes. Alicia said a car. Yes. Yes. I'd like to see y'all that brag about wrap a car. Piano, balls, bike, teddy bear, bike, TV, saxophone. That's a good one, Sarah. Jessica said, my Ohio besties, we get it. Bike, car, LOL. Yeah. Yeah. Lindsay said toys. Somebody else said bike, dog, right? Bike, I guess. Yeah, it was the number one answer. I love to wrap. I can wrap anything. Can you? Can you wrap a dog or a car? You
I would
probably
like to see
wrap everything.
somebody try to wrap a cat
I've
because I would
seen,
think that would be
I've seen how creative and artistic Sonia is, so she probably would be able to wrap it. That's the thing, because she
So
is.
I have a question for Sonia
Yeah.
because she likes to rap. A couple Christmases ago, it was like I think it was a TikTok thing, and the challenge was to wrap whatever it was so that it looked nothing like what you were wrapping. Like I bought a cookbook and I made it look like I'd wrapped a shovel, like exactly like a snow shovel. Um, I don't know. So I wonder if she's ever done any of those because I think those are
That is
fun. And people are like,
awesome.
"Oh,
That is
yay, a shovel. Great."
wow. That is a lot. Wow. That
Thanks.
is a really cool idea. I love that. Mine doesn't ever look like what it's wrapped. It's just not intentional. It doesn't. It just looks like nothing. Like it looks like a murder's happened. That's what it looks like. Like I'm giving you the gift of mystery here. That's what I'm giving
Well,
you.
you know, they'll never guess what you got them because they'll be looking at
Yeah.
it going, I have no clue.
Jessica says, same. I love wrapping gifts. Jessica, let us know if you've ever wrapped something as something completely different. I love this idea. Stuffed animal. I love wrapping. It just looks bad. Yeah. My first few gifts look all pretty with ribbons, matching tags. My number 6, I'm just slapping it in a bag. I'm done. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm just kidding. I might wrap, but it's going to be lacking in bows and ribbons. I love this game. You were good at that game. Yay. I worked at Hallmark in college and had to wrap. Oh gosh. So you're probably like
She's a
real
professional.
good at wrapping. Worked at Hallmark in college during Christmas. Oh yeah. Woo woo! Excited for the book. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much again, Julie, for donating. That is so nice.
Thank you for doing this, for featuring my book, and for inviting me to come over here and hang out.
Yeah, absolutely. Who would wrap a pet? That's a great question. That seems like a horrible story waiting to happen and not in a good way. Like, oh, yeah, see? There's like your service announcement. Please don't wrap live things, people. Let's not wrap any pets this year. Really, any plants is probably, not the best idea. But, a pet, yes.
I'm just picturing trying to wrap Rascal because that dog can't sit still for like 5 seconds, let alone let me put something around.
Well, see, that's the bad part. There are some, like Cairo would let you. He'd be like, whatever, dude. My dog, like, as long as he got to sleep, he'd be like, whatever, okay. And then, we'd be in trouble. I'm seriously wondering who would wrap pets, right? Please don't wrap your pets or plants. We're giving a public service announcement this year. And then people guessing Grinch. Yeah. Rudolph, Hermie. I don't know who that is. Am I?
Oh, is Hermie like the little kid in the
He's the dentist elf. My husband is yelling in the
Yeah.
background. I still don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Isn't that the Rudolph's in the Shiny New Year or something like that?
Is it part of Rudolph?
I think it's part of Rudolph.
Okay. Yeah. Frosty, that was a good one. I was guessing Rudolph or Frosty. Yay, cat. Snoopy, Grinch, Santa. Yes, I guess because maybe people didn't associate Santa as like a cartoon character, because otherwise I think Santa would of course be number 1. Yes, Charlie Brown, my favorite. Not a cartoon, but my favorite is Emmett Otter.
Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
What
Oh,
is
I
it?
love that. Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. It was on like HBO or something when I was a child, and I used to like sprint home so that I could like catch it and see it, because back then, if you missed it, you missed it.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd ever heard of that. And then she just
I
said
don't think
Jug Band
I've heard
Christmas.
of it.
I'm gonna totally look that up.
But I didn't have HBO back then either, so
Cajun said, I love that you put stuff in to entertain yourself. It's great. Like your own little nuggets of stuff. That's awesome. I'm with Sonia. I would make a Bible for you, Julie. There you go. You got volunteers. And I'm sure Kat's amazing. I can vouch for Sonia because I've seen her journals and work. She is amazing. Same. I would totally love to annotate books for authors. I do it for myself anyway. Wow, y'all. That's amazing.
I can't annotate.
No. She's talking about her journal. She says, I love doing it. I also have quite a few Julie books in my journal that she has made. Yeah, because she'll make like pages of what book she read, and it'll be like that theme, and it's amazing.
Well, like I think she binge the like Seaside Cafe one, I think.
Yes. I've never read Wuthering Heights either. Have the ghost of a victim from one of the books in the Halloween novella.
Yeah, there you go.
Talking about that would be
getting
awesome.
spotted at the tree farm.
They can't leave the tree farm.
They're like just in that and like in the new show Ghost, they can only go as far as the property. They're just stuck on it, like wandering around. Somebody says, "Oh my God, yes, Michigan is totally on my list for a visit." So I'll just add Bronner's. Yes, April, I agree. Mercer, which is the place with the store, has a Bavarian Inn. The whole town is a Bavarian theme. Okay, now that is adorable. I bet you they have a big Oktoberfest. This would be the perfect time because they might have the Christmas store open. I'm assuming the Christmas store is open all year round. Maybe, I would think. Just guessing here, but it would probably be open in October. And they probably have an Oktoberfest if that is amazing. My bestie will be getting sweets. Woohoo! I've been to Frankenmuth a few years ago before I started buying all my Christmas stuff and have always wanted to go back. I have wrapped a car. I don't know what you're saying. It's just she said, yes, Tiffany, I can. Because I said.
I'm like, I've never wrapped a car with like Christmas wrapping and like wrapping paper, but I have like, plastic wrap.
Right? But it's usually just like a bow. Wow. Jessica says, wait, a whole car, Sonia? Wow, I'm impressed, right? I have done a few things like that, Julie. I wrap for others at Christmas as well and get some requests for that. I've wrapped little gifts in huge boxes, etc. Yeah, that is awesome.
I'm thinking, with the car, I need to make it look like a huge box.
I my nephew's presents in tampon boxes. I love you so much.
I bet they just love her to pieces during Christmas.
I love wrapping. People hate when I do it because I use a ridiculous amount of tape. Like you can't get into them. You're like, nobody's getting into this. No dog is getting out of this wrapping. No, I'm kidding. Line breaks really make a difference. I wrap my nephews. Oh, well, that is gotcha. That's as bad as wrapping pets, right? Exactly. Kevy is right. They said you're right about Hermie. Yeah. Kevy's always right. I loved unwrapping gifts, and I think I had cereal or Pop-Tarts or granola bars. Oh. Is Hermie the dentist? Yes. I guess. I didn't remember him. Brenda said, Mr. Magog, I'm old. What character is
it Mr. Magoo or is that Mr. Magog? I don't know.
And then somebody down here said Mr. Magnolia. So well, of course, Mr. Magoo, but I don't know. I don't know. I always forget his name though. Mr. Magoo is fun. So fun anytime. Gotcha. Ooh, Bronner ships online. April. Amazing. And yes. I love you too. Thank you. Bronner's is open year round. We were there in September. Julia, I wrapped a bunch of shirts to look like a soccer ball one year for a coworker's son.
I love it.
Hilarious. They're like kicking it around. They're like, don't play with the ball in the house. And then it's like shirts from, undershirts or something. That's hysterical. That is really funny. There's a stack of books ornaments. I've seen that. Has anybody done the book trees? Have you seen those? They have them at a lot of the libraries where they're like Christmas. I mean, they're Christmas tree like shape, but they're books.
Amanda Flower had one year, I think, because I was so tickled. Like, man, they're probably just one each of all of the books she's written.
Right? True. Well, we are at the end of the comments, and oh my gosh, so if you want a book, so Dream and Kat, email me at the beachbumbookworm98 and send me your address on email. Don't put it on here. And when I get the books, I'll then ship them off to you. Okay. They have a whole bookish section. The store has sections of everything. I've done a Harry Potter tree, but never a book tree. That is awesome. I love theme trees. Yeah, my mom would put our gifts in cereal boxes or Kleenex boxes and tape them so much. We honestly thought that was what we got for Christmas.
It's like, wow, I always wanted some cereal. Thanks.
Yeah, because you're like trying to be nice and appreciative, especially if it wasn't your parents and your parents gave you the lecture. You act appreciative no matter what you get. No matter what you get, you're like, Kleenexes.
I love Cocoa Pops. Thank you.
That's what I wanted. Oh, this was so much fun, y'all. Thanks, everyone. Absolutely. Thank you. Yes. So thank you again, you two. Very generous of you, Julie. This is me meeting y'all. Absolutely. Thank you, ladies. I'm the most wonderful evening. So before we go, Julie has Cozy Queens on Facebook. And I don't know like what she prefers to how to be contacted, or if there's a lot coming up on that. I'll let her speak to how anybody can find you if they want to find you.
So I have stepped back from social media almost completely, other than my Cozy Queens reader group right now. So if you want to find me, I'm in the Cozy Queens. I check it every day. I post a couple days a week, and I have some great PAs who are helping me. I do a newsletter once a month that just keeps everyone on top of what I'm up to. Other than that, I'm kind of hermiting. I'm hermiting through the end of the year, and yeah. But I can't tell you how much it means that you guys took your time to be here tonight. And Tiffany, thank you for inviting me. Storm, it was always fun to talk with you.
Yeah, this has been amazing. Storm has, y'all, if you haven't checked out Storm's channel, Storm reads. So she reads everything, including a lot of scary books, but we forgive her for that. She was doing a Halloween challenge, and I was like, you need to make a video titled Books Recommendations for Scaredy Cats. Don't be shy about it. Us scaredy cats, we are proud people.
Hey, I did that one, and I had a lot of comments that more than I thought I would. So.
Yeah, I totally was all over the scaredy cat one. And then of course, if you're here, subscribe to mine. Put out videos a couple times a week, and then we always do lives. We do a live on Sunday, and so there's always places to find all three of us. Thank you all so much.
Except not this Sunday.
What'd you say?
I said, except not this Sunday.
Yes. So I have. I'm gonna go see Beetlejuice.
I think that'll be so fun as a musical.
I know. That's one of the shows I'm really excited about this year is Beetlejuice, and the very last show of the season. It's not till June of next year, but it's the last show of the season is Clue. super excited about that one too. That one's really fun. So thank you all so much. Thank you, Julie. And Julie, I can't tell you how, no joke, you made all of my dreams come true. I went into work, I listened to it on audio, and I went into work and I played everybody the opening credit because it says the dedication. Like to Tiffany, it was lovely killing you. I played it for my husband. I played it for anybody who would listen. I was like, listen. That's me. Oh my gosh. I can check it off my bucket list. You have made it my dreams come true. Thank you. All right, everyone. Well, everybody have a great night, and we'll see y'all later. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Hey, thank you. Okay.